Good afternoon and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. Whew, I'm tired. I need to get to bed. It is actually kind of late right now. It's 11 o'clock, guys. And the reason I'm up kind of late is because I actually don't think we're supposed to babysit tomorrow. As the little boy that we were babysitting for, his mom came to actually pick him up today. His little sister, normally she winds up coming with her mom up like to the house and stuff like that, and she was still in the car, and her mom had said that she was that she had a fever actually, and that she wasn't feeling really well. And then she messaged me and said that she was throwing up and that she's like sick and stuff like that, and that she's probably going to take off work tomorrow and possibly going to go into work on Thursday instead. So it looks like our days might be changing, so instead of babysitting tomorrow, we'll be babysitting on Thursday, and then the rest of the day is just normal and stuff like that, as long as she's like feeling okay like on Wednesday as well, I'm assuming. Actually, I didn't end up getting that message until like 9 o'clock because I'll tell you guys where I was, but it's like 11 o'clock like I said now, and I'm sure she's like not feeling well. I feel so bad that she's sick, but I didn't get a message back from her for sure, like a confirmation after I had sent her one, that, you know, it for sure is we're not babysitting tomorrow and it is being changed to Thursday. I think that like no matter what, I like from the message that she'd be taking off on Tuesday for sure, but I think it was more of if she was gonna like switch and then work on Thursday instead, or like, you know, how that was gonna end up working, or like if she could take off today or something like that. So yeah, like I said, I don't know for sure exactly, like I'm not 100%, but it really sounded like that. You tell me for sure that that was what was going to happen, and since again I didn't get her message until kind of late, I didn't message her back, and so that's why I haven't heard back from her. So I might hear back from her like much later tonight, or I might end up hearing back from her like early in the morning. Like she's messaged me sometimes in the morning when things have changed, like that what was it called, that Thursday after the 4th of July or Friday after the 4th of July, like she'd messaged me in the morning that her mom was gonna bring him later. So yeah, I think that's what's happening. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay up a little bit later, because I was actually watching a show on Hulu, and then I was also finishing my dinner, so that's why I ended up staying up kind of late, because I got home late today, guys, because me and Matthew ended up actually going to Ross. I honestly, guys, I was like, oh, well, me and my dad and Jack ended up actually going to Ross yesterday. We just kind of popped in so that like we could say hi to Matthew. My dad actually got sunglasses. And so I was like, oh, I have never been to a Ross, and I've never been to that Ross, but me and Matthew ended up going to Ross, was it last like Christmas, to get his girlfriend a pair of like leggings. And so like athletic leggings, and I completely forgot about it. So we actually were thinking about, and what we tried to do was go to the other Ross, this one that we went to that like that last Christmas. I had yesterday when we were there saw this rug, guys, and I'll show you guys it in a second, but I saw it and I fell in love with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such an amazing rug. So I ended up actually getting that, and I got another pair of athletic shorts, because I have three or four pairs maybe or something like that. One of them is like, they kind of don't fit super well, like they're not like the best fitting shorts, and then the other pair I have are a little bit loose, and then the ones actually I'm wearing right now, they also have paint stain on them from, I was spray painting one of the chairs outside last summer and I got paint on it, so there's like a little like paint stain on the front, which is actually surprisingly kind of went away a little bit, but it's not really great, it's still kind of noticeable. And so I only have like really two that fit, and like really only one that I like. The other ones are kind of also a little bit of a weird fit. So I ended up getting this other pair, and they were actually on clearance, guys. I got that, and then I also got the rug, which was normal price. I think it was like $60, like comparatively $60, but it was at Ross for 33 maybe or something like that. And he got like a whole ton of stuff for school. He got a backpack. He also got laundry basket for school, because the one he got from Target like halfway through the years was like kind of like busted up. Like he needed a new one. And then he also got new pillows. So he actually had just bought a set of pillows. He didn't like them because he was like, oh, these are too firm, and like after like laying on them for a while, he didn't really like them too much. And so he went and got these like bamboo kind of pillows or something like that. So he ended up actually giving me one of his old ones, and Jack one of the other old ones that he had got that were honestly probably got like maybe a month or two ago. So they're like still almost brand new, but I was actually, because the pillow I got last year is actually held up really well. It was like $20 I think at Target or something like that. I love it. It's still super squishy, but it's kind of like, it's not as fluffy as it was. I actually like it a little bit more though, because it is kind of like, it's not firm, but now that I've kind of worn into it a little bit more, it's kind of like not as puffy like when I first was sleeping on it. Like it was just like crazy, like suffocating me, and now it's a little bit better now that it's a little bit more like broken in. And but the problem is that now there's not as much support for my neck, and I've almost always slept with two pillows. I know some people say you're not supposed to do that, like that it actually is worse for your neck, but for me, like, I don't know, when I sleep I'm not comfortable if my head is literally like on my mattress. Which is like sometimes, because this one's so fluffy, like it's kind of how it feels. And so I've noticed that I've been rolling and sleeping more on my like putting the pillow like on top of my body pillow and like sleep with both of those at the same time. And so I was like, I probably just need to get another pillow. I did have like one small one that's also kind of old, but it's also like really like, it was a cheaper like one, and that's worn down a lot more. So now that I have three, it's actually like perfect. But like I said, the one is actually, I think with the old one that was mine and then the newer old one that was mine, the two of those together are actually perfect. And then the one Matthew gave me I like, because sometimes I will roll over and lay on top of my body pillow already, but my body pillow also doesn't have that much fluff left in it, and I probably need to get a new one. But this one has, like, I sleep like on it, because I'll sleep sometimes like in the corner of my bed. So yeah, anyways guys, long story, but I ended up getting one of Matthew's old pillows, and he got like a whole ton of other stuff too, guys. But I'll show you guys the carpet right now, because Mr. B is already sitting on it. But guys, it is so fluffy. You're fluffy. Are you fluffy? And honestly guys, I just like, seriously, like I said, fell in love. They had two different sizes, this one, and then they also had another one that probably would have ended up actually like going underneath. Like I'd have to put it either under here or like underneath my desk, and I didn't want to do that. I think this one was like 4x6 or something like that, and then the other one that I was looking at was, I think maybe like 5x7 or something like that, or 5x8 maybe, and it was like a little bit bigger. The other thing too is that I didn't really want it to be completely underneath my desk so that I can still use my chair, so I might end up actually like kind of pulling it maybe a little bit more over here so that I can use my chair. You're just so cute. The dogs though have fallen in love with it, and I'm not like super terrified about like them getting it all dirty and stuff like that, only because it's more gray. I mean, it's got white in there too, but it is a little bit more gray, and like I said, it's so plushy and it's super soft. Like, I love it. I double checked too like the backing, because like sometimes my mom will get like the ones from Walmart or stuff like that, and it's not always like really durable, or like, you know, the stuff starts coming out. So I checked on the back, and it actually looks really, really like it'll actually be strong and like not wear away, or, you know, the, what you call it, the like the carpeting stuff won't like come out of it. That was one of the things I was kind of nervous about, but this seems like it is, like I said, really durable. None of the stuff so far I've even noticed like it shedding or anything like that, so I'm actually, like I said, really happy with this. And again, for only 20 bucks, I mean, even if it holds up for like year, 2-3 years or something like that. It was a really good investment. So, you know, it wasn't crazy expensive. Honestly, my chair from Aldi, I think, was more money. I think that was 30 bucks. So, I like it. I feel like it ties my room together a little bit more. And honestly, guys, I'm kind of the type of person that likes to sit on my floor sometimes. Like, you know, just like if I'm going through clothes or like folding clothes and stuff like that. But I've never had really like a carpeted room. Like almost all of the flooring in our house for the most part is either tile or it's hardwood, except for upstairs is carpet. So like, yeah, there's not like carpet for me to like sit on, and I don't like sitting on hardwood floors. So like, you know, if I'm folding laundry, it's really nice to have. And like I said, just kind of like, you know, sitting on the floor for like doing things or going through like papers and stuff like that, or just like going through things or whatever. But I do like, again, the fact that it's not completely white, because I was looking at some that were like almost completely white with a little bit of gray in them, just because a lot of my accents in my room are gray. Like my desk is it's got chrome hardware, but it is like a gray, you know, kind of color, and I think it complements it really well. But I either have like chrome, which is kind of like, it looks very shimmery, the carpet as well, so I think it matches up well with that. But yeah, guys, I'm like loving it. Like, it's just another little piece. I knew I wanted some kind of carpet, but I was looking at one kind at Menards, but it wasn't as plush as this is. And so I'm seriously so happy that I found it, and at that price too. Like, I was like, wow, this is great. So yeah, and also I got my shorts today too, so I didn't spend that much money. Matthew also too, he bought the dogs a gigantic rope toy, because like we'll get the ones from the dollar store. He got it, I think, for maybe it was $3 or something like that after his discount. And normally we wind up getting like the cheapy ones from the dollar store. The dogs just tear through like so quickly, but they've been chewing on this all day today, and there's like nothing is like noticeable. There's no like chew marks into the like the fabric or anything like that yet. So it's pretty good. You want that toy, Mr. B? But anyways, guys, like I said, it is a little bit later, and I might need to be babysitting tomorrow, so I should probably go to bed. But I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all over some chinny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.